We bought this car used a couple of years ago, and we currently owe double than what it's worth. We had to take a personal loan out last November to afford to buy our kids Christmas.
Who did she get the car from? Suge Knight? my car note like 180. Insurance like 200. $800 a month just for the car? That's crazy. I wonder what the insurance is. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy 2Tough1Man. Today we back with another video. We got this woman paying $800 for a used car. Anton Daniels finna break that down, and I'm finna get my opinion too. Hit that button, subscribe button if you get straight to the video. No cap.
We pay $800 a month for this car that I'm sitting in. And
Dang.
that is not the flex that you think it is.
You ain't lying.
It is draining us. It is taking things away from my children. It is making it to where we cannot afford a house. So how did we get here? We bought this car used a couple of years ago, and we currently owe double than what it's worth. We had to take a personal loan out last November to afford to buy our kids Christmas.
What? The level of irresponsibility is crazy. So you got a $21,000 loan. You pay $800 a month. What is the interest rates and what is the terms of this loan?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So $800 a month on a car that's not even worth what we're paying on. And I understand that's how personal loans work, but it's a really big financial issue in our family right now.
Who did she get the car from? Suge Knight? my car note like 180. Insurance like 200. $800 a month just for the car? That's crazy. I wonder what the insurance is. Hell, 5X. She ain't tripping. If I buy a used car, I ain't having no car note. No cap. No, if it's used and abused, I ain't having no car note. No cap. Unless I, you know what I'm saying? I got my car from the dealership, but still, even then, like $800 a month? Hell, I'd rather catch an Uber.
So for the next couple of weeks, I am going to be posting every day, trying to grow, trying to get into the creator fund so that I can afford to pay off our car.
So wait a minute. Your goal is to get into the creator fund. So y'all not focused on financial literacy. You're not focused on being a better steward of your resources. You're not focused on getting a better job. You're not focused on hustling and getting gig work so that you can pay off the loan and then you can reduce the amount that you're paying in interest. Your goal is basically to just randomly post on TikTok on a regular basis. And that's the way that you plan on getting out of debt. In which it doesn't mean that you don't wind up back in debt, because you certainly did not solve for the problem. You did not make the adjustment. You did not have a better perspective on what financial literacy is. She's not talking about the interest rate on the loan. She's not talking about the terms of the loan. She's not talking about if she's going to pay the principal down. They're not talking about any of that stuff. And I'll tell you the honest to God truth. I don't believe that it's just the car. If you had to take out a loan, a personal loan, which is another stupid financial mistake, if you had to take out a personal loan to buy your children Christmas gifts, that's crazy. That is absolutely asinine and that's insane. The level of craziness is out of control.
And I will put the loan amount up and each day on what I owe. So if y'all would like to be along for the journey, please feel free to follow me. I am an engaging bestie. I do follow people back. I do engage with their videos.
So this is the way that people are basically begging for money on TikTok and social media platforms. which is one of the reasons I decided that I'm not going to post on Instagram anymore until they actually start monetizing, because I got roughly 100,000 followers and I get crazy engagement on the videos, and it doesn't benefit. I've also determined that I'm strongly considering not posting on TikTok because it's not as lucrative as I anticipated it would. And maybe I'm just spoiled because my long form content is much more awesome and profitable. And I'm going to talk about this inside of the Patreon on the next live stream. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I do post on X. I think that X is an awesome and an excellent platform to continue to monetize on. But they're not actually trying to create relevant content, or they're not doing it for the authentic reasons. They're doing it to basically subsidize bad decisions and bad financial literacy. And instead of making a smarter decision, and they're deciding that, okay, I'm going to knit.
Oh God, cause the knitting was driving me crazy. See, y'all can see it cause I'm on the bottom. I'm on the bottom of the screen. Hold up, can I move myself from my screen? Let me see this. Hold up, let me see something. There we go. Hold up. I'm not sure if it worked. She been over here knitting the whole time. She been over here knitting the whole time. Oh God, now y'all couldn't see it, but she been knitting the whole video. It was driving me crazy.
I'm going to knit. I guess way before this whole social media content and craze kind of came about or whatever, people used to hustle. You had to go and get a second job, you had to go and get a third job. And the benefits of getting that job wasn't just the fact that you were going to make extra money. It was, you realized how bad of a financial situation and a self inflicted wound that you made, that you never wanted to find yourself in that same situation again once you got out of it. Once whatever it was that you got that job for, a lot of people would get another job so that they can save for something that was meaningful. But then they realize that how hard they work, it actually, is important for you to start making smarter decisions so that you don't find yourself, raising up your standard of living to whatever it is that you make. But people are literally trying to finesse their way into solving for their issues, and this is why they're so upset at the idea. They were, man, before Trump became and allowed for TikTok to be able to jump back on the internet, people were distraught. They were brokenhearted, the whole 9 yards. They were seriously brokenhearted, and it was largely because they couldn't beg for money. They couldn't ask for people to watch their videos long enough for at least a minute so that they can start to monetize from it. And people have real life issues. I have seen several different videos of people hinting around at the idea that they broke. I just got done watching a video of a woman that said that she had 6 kids and they were basically homeless by choice, and that they were budgeting their ass off so that they wouldn't have to actually do anything productive in society that would allow for them to actually put a physical roof over their children's heads.
What?
People are willing to throw their kids under the bus. They're willing to mess up their own financial situation. The woman also had 3 dogs. Tell me if you've seen this video. Let me know inside of the comments.
What?
I see a lot of women complaining about the fact that they got to get kicked off of welfare. I see some women saying that they had to pay back $35,000 off of social services because they lied. I see so much stuff. All of the finessing and the fronting, it seems like it's coming from women, honest to God. I see women talking about how they getting laid off and they can't pay their bills, how they ready to give up their house, all of the things that men traditionally do well, or men work their ass off in order to get to. These are the things that women are complaining about, and basically they running in the victim Olympics and they can't be responsible or take accountability for the fact that they're making bad decisions. This woman said that she is paying $800 a month
On
for
a used car.
used car.
Used.
If it's not something like super exotic that gain, value over time or something like that, and even in this situation, obviously they can't afford it, man, get the heck up out of there. What is y'all doing?
Oh God.
Man, people need to pay off their stuff and just ride it until it goes into the ground. Or
That's the best way. Look, I got a car right now. This sucker finna be paid off, and I'm not upgrading. I'm not getting nothing else. Oh my soul, I'm gonna ride this Camry 2016 till the engine blow out. Till I blow up like Paul Walker. Kaboom. Kaboom. Because what is we doing paying $800 a month on a used whip? What? That is crazy. A used whip. I mean, somebody then drove it, farted in it, peed in it, boo-booed in it, eating a burger, the lettuce fall off in there. All that. Used. What is she? Huh? Then you got a personal loan, and then she said they're paying double the amount of what the car is worth. Huh? That's like me basically. That's like this raid. Let's say this raid costs $10, and you ain't got enough money for it, so you get a loan to buy the raid, and then I charge you interest, and then I say, hey, you got to pay $100 for the raid in a span of a couple months. That's retarded. You might as well not even buy the raid. Just get a sandal and smack the roach or smack the wasp or smack the spider. Come on now.
Or never put yourself in this situation in the first place. And then once you make a smarter financial decision, listen to what I'm saying. Once you start making smarter financial decisions, then go and get you a cheap car. $3,000-$4,000 car. Go and get you save up, buy you a car. If you want something better than that, then keep saving and then sell that one and then trade it in. But people need to start living within their means. That's really what it is. It has nothing to do with the creator program. It has nothing to do with monetizing over content. It has everything to do with making smart financial decisions.
Correct.
And even if they do start making money, it's not gonna change their ways. They're just gonna start spending more money. That's
no lie. That's no lie, because one thing about this is it's hard to break habits. So if you have a bad spending habit, you're going to keep doing that. It's almost like you can make $100,000 a month. You can make $100,000 a month, but if you have bad spending habits, you can be just as broke as somebody only making $2,000 a month. Hey, you might even be worse off if they know how to budget. If somebody knows, okay, this is what I can afford, this is what I can't afford, this is what I need to do, this is what I don't need to do, they're going to be better off because they have their discipline. Somebody could be making $100,000 and be spending $95,000 of it every month and be struggling, wondering why, like, oh, this is not enough. Because you got bad habits. Comment down below what y'all think about the vid. Is y'all going to be paying $800 on a used car? Crazy. Hit that like button, subscribe button, I'm gone.